Hello darling hearts, GAPS coach Emma here, Timeless Cookery. I want to talk to you about why is everyone getting ill. So there's 3 phases I have been observing these last few decades, and the first one is all about residues of pesticides and herbicides that are found in the farming industry. One of them, it has a popular name called Roundup, like round them up, corral them and send them to slaughter. And its brand name is Gley, as in Glyndebourne, where all those elite types hang out and listen to posh music. And Gley Faux, as in fee-fi, faux fum. Sate, as in satiate, as in soak, get soaked, you know, so you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to say it all out in one mouthful because these days you just get censored. Anyway, that particular pesticide, right, has been building up in our systems over the last few decades, and it interferes wildly with your gut microbiome, specifically poisoning, for want of a better word, the lactobacillus and the bifidobacterium. And then when you're a bit, damaged in your gut, then you get leaky gut, then it's no longer a barrier between the inside and the out and your insides, because your gut, which goes from here down to the other end, is basically like a tube. You're like a worm, you just got this tube. What we consider what's in the gut to be outside our bodies, because there should be this beautiful barrier, this intact barrier that stops pathogens and whole pieces of undigested food from getting through into your bloodstream. But that's got broken in most of us, right? So that's the first thing that's happened. Then we've been liberally sprayed, almost like lab rats, one might even say, through aerosol emissions. And they're all over the place. You've just got to breathe these days, and you're breathing them in, and heaven only knows what's in them. But the patented technology, which has lots of different names. If you want to learn more, you can go to weathermodificationhistory.com, which is a very interesting site. But a lot of them are metals, nanoparticulates, particularly of aluminium, barium and strontium. This is patented technology, So they use it to cloud seed and to make rain. Anyway, we've been breathing it in. And so if your detox system, as in your digestive system and your detox system, is broken, then all of those particulates that have been flying around will happily get into you, and build up in your brain, build up in your tissues, build up in your organs. And it contributes to, the gut-brain axis is a well-known thing. Your blood-brain barrier should prevent toxicity from getting into the brain. But like I said, all our membranes are damaged, really, because of the old Roundup. So yeah, then we get heavy metal toxic. And then we are exposed to unprecedented levels of different frequencies that our bodies are not used to. So there's a lovely book called The Invisible Rainbow, which documents how the Spanish flu was conceivably created by the introduction of radio, and those new frequencies freaked out a lot of people physically, and it was called the Spanish flu. It's a very interesting read. I haven't read it all the way through, but I've listened to a lot of people who talk about it. Anyway, so these EMF frequencies are bouncing off the metals that are stored in our body and sort of acting like antenna, so that they can spot you, if you know what I mean. Anyway, why is everyone ill? Well, I think it's a combination of the poisoning via the food system, which has been going on for decades. And I don't care who you are or what you've been eating, but you will have residues of these pesticides and herbicides in your system, guaranteed. And there are ways to get rid of them, so fear not. And then literally just breathing, you're going to have some heavy metals in your system. If you've got amalgam fillings, you're going to have some heavy metals in your system. There's heavy metals in everything, and usually a body is really, really efficient at getting rid of toxins. But because we're a little bit broken, because we've been a bit poisoned, when we're building up, they're building up in our system. So we're like a bucket and we're filling up with toxins. Even face cleaning products, soaps, dishwasher tablets, the stuff you're cleaning your clothes with, makeup, perfumes, E-numbers and colours in foods, and anti-inflammatory, to stop your furniture burning. They put chemicals on the fabrics and things of your sofa, We are topped up with toxins. And it's okay, because we can get them out. There are ways. And then when you've got all those heavy metals in you, of course, Candida goes wild, because Candida is a chelator of heavy metals, and so you're giving it plenty of food, and it also thrives on sugars. And all the sugars, of course, in the food system are slightly tainted with the pesticides and herbicides, particularly the old glyphosate. And so goodness me, no wonder everyone's not feeling very well, frankly. And then they add to the equation by giving jibber jabbers full of stuff that just look up the ingredients, because it's just like, what? Why do I need that in me? I don't need that in me. We don't need it in the little children either. Anyway, GAPS, gut and psychology syndrome, is an awesome way to get a firm foundation for solid health, because it heals that broken gut lining. It heals and seals the broken gut lining. Hi, Karuna. Not everyone's ill. I agree with you, not everyone's ill. Some of us have been on it for a few decades and realised that if we ate the poisons, it would make us poorly. And if we, avoided certain things, that we'd be able to build up our strength. But there are so many people out there who are not well. There's so many people. Who do you know who can actually boast robust resilience and adaptability in these crazy days? There's not many, but they are there, and they are well, and they're the ones who are going to pull the rest of them through, So keep up the good work, people. So gut and psychology syndrome, it's all about the gut-brain axis, and if you want your brain and your mind to be able to point it where you will, rather than be led like many sheeple are by the mass media, which is a big propaganda machine, then you've got to look after your 3D body. You've got to look after the body so that your mind can be sharp, so that you can choose where you put your awareness, because that's how we create the reality, and that's how we will get ourselves out of this mess. So I've got an amazing offer for you at timelesscookery.com. Join my Timeless Cookery Club, which is a monthly membership. And until solstice, which is the longest night, I'm offering you all of my core teachings for free when you join my monthly membership. So you can get cracking with finding out how to heal and seal a leaky gut, recolonize with the good guys, because we work with loads of ferments like Sandor Kantz, the granddaddy of fermentation, who is a robust and resilient individual. We do fats and ferments, lots of fats, lots of animal fats. Now, that might not be for everyone, but I've found that people who've been vegetarian and vegan who haven't been doing it well enough really, really suffer, and they need some good animal fats. And when I say good animal fats, I mean that come from animals that are loved and cared for, with a farmer who's practicing regenerative agriculture. Biodynamics, or that doesn't mean to say all biodynamic farmers are brilliant and amazing, but it needs to be done consciously, basically. And I've brought out my own animals and slaughtered them, and it's not funny. It's hard and it's difficult, but it's rewarding and necessary in these days. Anyway, darlings, so I'm glad that thanks for joining me. And I'm glad that you now have the information. You're armed, you're forewarned, you can see what's going on out there, and you have the information of how to get adaptable, which means get a biodiverse microbiome by eating properly, so that if you've got biodiversity, you've then got adaptability, and you can adapt to whatever comes at you, because we can adapt to these EMF frequencies. We've just got to raise our vibration to a point and use certain other technologies like crystals, like shungite, like orgonite, like, you can get pulsed electromagnetic frequency machines. You can get all sorts of technology to actually harmonize those annoying EMF frequencies. And we can get the heavy metals out, and we can heal and seal the gut. So you know what to do. See me at timelesscookery.com, and lots of love. Bye.